Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Taylor Armstrong, and tonight I'm your host for The Making Of.
Thank you very much for watching.
Very much.
This is the show where we analyze low-budget student films and bring you exclusive behind-the-scene content. Tonight we'll feature a thrilling short film called A Red Letter Day. We also have special guests starring tonight: Mike Kozak, the writer of the story, Janelle Navarro, the artist-director, and Dennis Glover, the storyboard writer. Well, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is A Red Letter Day. Take a look.
Thanks for dinner tonight. I had a really good time.
No problem.
It wasn't as good as the last place, though.
Which place?
The one when we went to Toronto for the weekend. Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. We need to go back.
Next weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right here.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
There's something else, you know that? Are you sure you can't see the night tonight?
Yeah, no, Rose has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I got to drive her.
How is Rose?
Better. She's getting better.
Good. Listen, Kurt, I had a really good time today, and I know we haven't had that much time to spend time with each other lately, but I think tonight is exactly what we needed, you know? And I think all this time apart has really made me realize something. I love you.
Well, I love you too.
Call me later.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, tell Rose I said hi.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
And welcome back to The Making Of. That was the first half of the first episode of A Red Letter Day. I am now joined here by Dennis Glover. Dennis is the storyboard director. Dennis, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks
Great.
for having me.
No problem. Now, I have to say, I've seen your storyboards in person, and I was blown away. I did not know that you were capable of doing such great illustrations like that. They're so cartoony and so detailed. It's incredible. How long did that take you to design?
Roughly took me around 2 to 3 hours to design it and get it down pat. It takes a lot of time and preparation, that's for sure.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, lots of details have to be covered, especially making a show so detailed into this, like the script. Like, I'm sure it'd take you a long time.
Oh, for sure.
Now, did you actually get a chance to sit down with Mike and go through the story and kind of like tell each other about the different ideas that you had for the storyboard? How many times did you guys get together and talk about it?
Mike and I met up like twice. We laid down the story. He showed me exactly what he wanted. I decided, all right, well, I'm going to go with exactly what you're saying. So I told him, like, I need to know what the characters look like, what the set looks like, what every single little detail I had to slap on paper. So we busted out the sketch pads, wrote it down, and sketched it out, and he loved it.
I bet that must be great to actually work with the writer of the story.
Oh, for sure.
It looks, so far, it looks really, really good. But as I know that you guys still have not finished the second episode of the storyboards. Was it difficult working with Mike and the crew while filming the production?
Not at all. The only scenario that I can picture is just taking the story and putting it on paper, and for everyone to just take a look at the storyboard and then put it into like on set. So while we were filming, we had to keep checking on the storyboard, make sure the story is right, so it wouldn't throw off the story at all.
Right. Now, what were some of the challenges that you guys faced, like when you were actually filming?
The one challenge was the storyboard and the script was set for nighttime, so we had to change it up because we decided to film the daytime. It was way more convenient for everyone else, so we had to adjust the lighting and all that. So
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming out today.
Thanks for having
We're now
me.
going to check out the second half of A Red Letter Day. Let's take a look.
Hey, man. I tell you, after 2 years in a relationship, I don't think Courtney has ever said the words, I love you. Then today, God, she looked gorgeous today. I tell you, the stars aligned. She finally told me she loved me. Now, I don't know what your plans are for tonight. You, me, and Rose, we're celebrating. What's wrong? What happened?
She's gone.
Well, who's gone? Did you and Rose have a fight?
She killed herself today.
What? Where is she? Oh, God.
Welcome back to the making of. That concludes the first episode of A Red Letter Day. We're now here joined by Mike Kozik. Mike is the writer of A Red Letter Day. Mike, thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I must say, what a finale for the first episode. Oh my God, I was shocked. I can't believe this. All right, what inspired you to write this story?
Well, it was a combination of just watching television in general, just watching dramas. But just for the most part, it was what inspired me was the urge to write something dramatic and like a thriller kind of thing for the past, I'd say, about year. And yeah, and then this popped in my head, and I was so glad that it did because I think it turned out great.
It's definitely really respectful, and it's got people on their feet. I can't wait to see the second episode. Now, is this the first short film that you've actually produced out of all of the written scripts that you've made?
No, I've actually produced a lot of the stuff I've written, but most of the time all the time it's just been me doing everything.
Yeah.
So it was nice having a crew on this and having different actors and a designated director, editor, and all that kind of stuff. It was just refreshing. It was great.
And I bet it felt good to like help set up the production
Oh,
and
yeah.
like manage people around. It must have been really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, now that I think about it, I do realize you were actually in the film itself.
Yeah, good
Correct?
eye.
Yes.
Good eye.
How was that? Tell me about the experience of being part
That
of
was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I was having my reservations at first, but it was just a lot of fun. Rob's a great co-star.
Rob, yes, Rob. I just can't wait for the next episode, and I'm excited to see exactly what happens. Now, as an actor and a writer, which one would you prefer doing most?
Oh, I would much rather do writing. I think it's much easier for me to write a script than it is to draw emotions into a character.
Well, personally, I think that you had the best emotions in that episode there. I thought those tears were going to come out. I almost saw it.
They almost did.
So far, so good, and like I said, I can't wait for the second episode. But
Thanks.
anyways, we have some exclusive behind-the-scenes content we'd like to show you.
Wonderful.
This is some exclusive behind-the-scenes content right now. Check it out. You want me to move the camera back? Yeah, that's good. Perfect.
Wait. I just gotta hold on back in.
Alright, kid.
Barbecue sauce.
More blood, please.
So Janelle, when you're holding,
Trying to start crying, but I can't.
it's making me tear up. All right, let's go.
What are your thoughts on the setup process and how things are going here?
I think the setup looks awesome. I think everyone's doing a really good job making the set look crazy and gory and stuff. As for being on time, I'm not sure if we're on time, but we'll make it up.
I need them to actually be quiet. Basically, we're making the scene of the crime. We are bloodying up this bathroom where Rose is getting killed, where she gets shot. And we bought a little liter of fake blood. So you can tell it's really, really thick. Very realistic leg. So she got shot in the neck, so we're trying to make projectile blood splatters to kind of go with her wound.
What has all changed and what have you added to this story to make it more intriguing?
Well, additionally, it was more than 2 episodes, but I didn't know we're doing 10 productions this year, so I edited it down to 2 episodes. And I edited mainly the ending of the first episode and the beginning of the second episode to make it flow better, so that way it's just only 2 episodes. And that's about all I've changed. Plus a lot of dialogue, took a lot of dialogue out.
You can actually not use that light just because
It's bright enough.
it's like we'll just use the window light and stuff. So
Yeah. It's 2 years in a relationship with Courtney. I've never heard her say the word love. Listen, Courtney.
Back to the making of. That was some exclusive behind the scenes content of a Red Letter Day. That looked a lot fun. I am now joined here with Janelle Navarro. Janelle is the makeup director and artist of the Red Letter Day. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you
Thank
for
you, it's a
joining us
pleasure.
today. Now, what were some of the challenges you faced when applying the makeup, doing the makeup for this show?
I would even say like the simplest thing is putting on the silicone and also putting the spirit gum is really difficult to stay intact within the skin. Because our skin, it's really oily, right? So you
Yeah.
have to cleanse it.
The spirit gum, that's the glue?
Yeah, it's
glue?
pretty much the glue that sticks to your skin and the silicone.
Oh, wow. How much time did you roughly spend on applying the makeup?
I would say it took honestly about an hour because we had to do trials over and over again to make it stay. It kept flipping up. So it took about 15 minutes for it to dry, and then even applying makeup and stuff to make it look more visual and have more depth within the skin and making it more contour to the face. Yeah, so it took some time.
Now, how
I'd
about
say.
all of the facial features of Rose, all of the darkness and
Oh, okay.
the blood,
Yeah.
especially the blood. Tell me about that. What were some of the challenges that you guys faced with the set? Like, I know I heard that you guys actually had to do it more than once. I
Yeah, unfortunately, but you know what? It turned out great. I find that the second shot, because at first we tried doing it at the back, like in the floor, and then it just didn't work out because the silicone wasn't just sticking, and so we switched to the bathroom shot. And I find it more better because the blood was more visual and eye-catching.
That's right, yeah.
So having the white and the red, it looked more
Kind of grungy
more
and
grungy
darker.
and scary and bloody.
That's right. What were some of the techniques that you did for applying the makeup on the walls? What was that?
We actually used a blow dryer to make it drip down.
Oh,
and then,
really?
Yeah, it was actually pretty neat. It worked out well. It was a pretty sweet technique. And then also we used a toothbrush. So we'd flick the blood, and then we'd also use our hands. So we just take a bunch of blood and just chuck it at the wall.
That definitely gave it, I think, its natural look of the blood splatter. But
For
I'm going to have
sure.
to end you right there, Janelle. Thank you very, very much for coming out to the show today. This week's episode was fantastic, and I'm excited to see what happens with the next episode. My name is Taylor Armstrong. This is The Making of.
So we had a lovely day. We're
Yeah.
all hungry.
2 days.
We had, it's 2 days. We had some sushi. We had some bloopers.
There's a lot of blood.
We had a epic rock, paper, scissors fight and Kelsey got her ass kicked.
No, I didn't. I
Mike?
destroyed
Yeah.
my. No.
We've got the same name. He's so much cooler than you.
Bam.